What is good, everybody? This is Blake Kennedy with another episode of the Real Carolina Football Show. Second episode coming at you. I think that I got a little carried away in my last episode, and I want to make sure everyone knows that I'm a huge Carolina fan. I do not want to see them do badly this year, and this is the only reason that I've presented this skepticism from the high expectations that we're receiving. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the Citrus Bowl where we played Illinois, and I'm going to show you some of the offensive, defensive looks that Illinois was presenting us with, and what really kind of slowed us down and gave us problems, particularly what Sellers was seeing and the improvements that he needs to make. We saw a lot of zone coverage, deep zone coverage, and like I said, not much of a pass rush, and that was purposeful. And I want people to understand, and I hope Sellers is doing the same kind of studying to what he can improve on, because throughout the season, Sellers didn't see a lot of these looks. He sometimes when you're a freshman quarterback, teams and coaches and defensive coordinators, they want to confuse you with blitzes, typically. So they blitz you a lot when you're young. And that's not always the right thing to do, especially with quarterbacks who can actually beat you with their legs. Because like I said, if they get past that first initial blitz or, free runner or just overwhelming the offensive line, if they break out of those tackles like Lanorris is so good at, there's nobody behind them to make tackles, and keep you to a 3 and 6 yard gain. Usually when you break out of that, you're looking at 10 plus and a big play. But some of the looks I just want to go over. I have not looked at any of this game since it happened, but I just remember they definitely made us check the ball down. They didn't let us run the ball, and this is the kind of scheme that probably just about every team that we play this year is gonna make Sellers prove that he has made that jump and made that growth of really working the pocket, throwing the ball on time into zone coverage, and his receivers need to make sure that they're working the zones and understanding where the holes are in those zones. Because in this game, Sellers had some time to throw the ball, which he wasn't used to, and him kind of not being ready for it makes total sense. It's not an easy thing to deal with. Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, really still can't do that. He's very limited when teams just give him a 3-down look and make him stand back there and hold the ball. It's difficult for quarterbacks who kind of make their money at least moving to throw. So we'll jump into this first look. It looks like they've got 2 deep here. You can see this is the first play of the game for Carolina. They've just got 4 down. Linebackers are very deep. Carolina comes in with a no back look here. If I was a betting man, and like I said, I don't remember this play. I don't know anything about. I haven't watched this before I'm doing this video. I have limited time to do these videos. But it almost looks like a cover 4 or some sort of deep zone. But if I had to guess, and I think the right play here for Carolina would be Lanorris to run the ball himself, maybe on a quarterback draw. I think that they're probably going to throw kind of a quick game here. Let's see what they do. And let's see Lanorris and how he reacts to zone coverage with a D-line that's not really rushing. They are just staying in their lanes, making sure that they keep him right where he is. So clean pocket, like I said, it looks like quick game. First read, he's looking here, it looks like. But it's a good look from Illinois as far as where they are here. He could be glancing into here, but they do have a safety over the top. So I'm guessing that he doesn't throw a fade. He checks it down, which is a good play. Simon runs that play really well. So that's a good start for Lanorris, and that's what teams are going to make us do. He's going to make them throw the ball to the tight end right there. You've got to have a tight end that runs good routes, catches the ball in traffic, which Simon was one of the best in the SEC last year. So 2nd and 2 here, come up more of a heavy set. Guessing this is just a run. And it is, but you get into a good down and distance. You run left. Everything looks good. Harbor doesn't touch anybody, and neither does Delvon Campbell. So you don't get a first down there. I'm not going to put that on the running back when we're not touching people. 3rd and 1, similar look here. It is a long one. You got Mo Brown at fullback here. And you get a good double here from Josiah and left guard Kamari Bell. I'm guessing who that is. If this is Michael Smith, that is exactly what I would like to see from him. Because this is, I don't know if that's him or not, but let's just run it. And this is a good run by Attaway. He stays on this. Great job by Bell and Josiah working hard on this tackle here. You get kind of a peel back from your center here who does well. But great job here. I don't know if that could be Simon. Yeah, it's Simon. So Simon's going to be a player that we've got to replace. He is a big part. Here we go. Quick game again. They're making us throw it right there to the tight end. Great job by Lanorris. Good job by Simon. The reason that he's open on this, and what we've got to make sure that we find receivers, Michael Smith needs to learn from him, is when they're playing zone like they're playing and it's kind of off zone, especially with this softness from the linebackers. I don't want to see this tight end try to push up to 7 and back to 5. No, don't try to run a excellent special route against zone coverage. Take 3 steps, turn around in this little spot so you can get the ball right now, and you have this little area to run. So good job by Sellers, great job by Simon until he drops the ball. Luckily, Attaway's kind of Johnny on the spot, gets lucky, it bounces into his arms. So we've got a good drive going, just checking the ball down. And that's what they want us to do. We've got to hang on to the ball. Simon it's tough in there. You got to secure it. But good drive going right here. They still got a very, very similar soft look. And this is super interesting because, excuse me, they're basically saying, Rocket Sanders not playing. We don't think your running backs are very good. We're going to stay in this and make you drive down the field and throw the ball right here and keep these guys back here and make you just make good decisions down the field. And we don't think this guy or these people here can move 3 people. That it's kind of disrespectful, honestly. And I hope we're better in the run game next year because we have to be. It's going to put him in motion here. Mays is probably a run. So this is not an RPO unless the only option is him, this looks like a give. 30's a little too far off to try to fake this. Oh, he does. Yeah, and it was a bad decision. But it's Lanorris Sellers, and he can run around. This is what I'm talking about right here. We got to make better decisions. This was a give. This is a give. Watch 30. Comes in motion here. They know it's this little play. 30's right there. He's coming downhill, but he doesn't get far enough. This is a give. If he gives this ball, it's a big play. You've got this guy actually retreating here. You've got 2-on-1 right here. This could be a touchdown if we give this ball to the running back. I mean, it is wide open. And he decides to pull it there and tries to make a play. And that puts us in a bad spot. You get to 2nd and 8, and, that's not where you want to be. Get to 2nd and 8, just trying to get some yards back. They're still in this soft zone. We should be able to run the ball. We moved the line of scrimmage pretty good there. I'd like to see Attaway, show some vision here, because you do have this displacement of D linemen. We've got to be a little more patient, and that's kind of Attaway's not so strong part of his game. He's one of those one-cut fly through the hole, and I can respect that, because you're not going to get a ton of negative plays, but you're going to miss some plays. You're going to leave some plays out there. But, he grinds for 6 yards, so you can't be mad. Good play on 2nd and 8. Here we go again. It's the same look, guys. I'm telling you, Sellers is going to see this. It's 3rd and 2. It's 3rd and 2, guys. And we have a 240-pound quarterback who can run, and they're saying, let him run. That's what they're saying. I would assume this is a quarterback run. He picks it up. It's a good call. That's what we have to do. We got to get in those 3rd and shorts and keep them in that 3 down. Here they're in a little bit more of an aggressive look. They've got 4 down, but you still see these players at 5 yards off. This is green light special to run the ball. We've got to run it against this. Look, here's the bubble right here. We should be running it right here. You've got this tight end right here. Kayson's got an easy block here with this leverage with this guy so far outside. Should be a down block by Tercelli Simpkins, and then reach up here would be nice. But it doesn't. That's what we're doing. And it's there. Okay. Like I said, I haven't watched this. I've played football my whole life. I've studied football my whole life. So some of the things that I'm talking about, you don't get a lot of that on YouTube, and that's kind of where I think my lane is going to be, is explaining the game and what teams are going to do against us. Same look. I don't know why we're passing the ball. Look at this. 4 down. These guys are 5 yards off, which is. They're giving no run support look here. This is a run, guys. It's got to be a run. He keep him in the pocket. He danced around for a while. He's trying to run, but they're keeping him in the right. That's the look. That's the look. And if Mike Shula can't contain himself to make sure that we're running the ball against these looks, it's going to be a tough season. I'm telling you. These are run looks. We've got to be able to run the ball. These guys are way off. Look at how many players they have in coverage. We've got 4 people going out for a pass against 7 defenders. You cannot throw the ball against this look, especially this close to the goal line where you don't have any space. It's not possible. And look and watch the defenders. Watch the defenders at the line of scrimmage here. Do they really want to get to the quarterback? Not really. These guys want to stay right here so he can't move up here. These guys don't want to get too high out here, so he can't move into here and move into there. This is the kind of look that we're going to get. They're trying to hit Harbor on this drag route, but they're ready for it. Look, they're talking. They're playing good defense. This is kind of locked up. You got two people to guard Simon here. He's just running him off, really. They're trying to get Harbor open, and there's just not enough space in there against 7 defenders. He's not open. He moves up. Probably should have just ran forward there behind 76. Tried to do a lot, and you get a negative play. Let's see it again. Same look. I don't care if it's 3rd and 6. I don't know if they run the ball here, but I would probably run it if I was calling plays. This is a run look. These guys are way too deep. We've got to, they don't give us a great look to run it just because of the fact that the bubble is here, and this is also the short side of the field, and this guy is cheating into this gap. So really, the right run is in here, and we've got to displace somebody and reach up here. And Harbor's got to hit this linebacker. That's the only chance we have of getting this first down, running the ball. And in my opinion, this is the only way we're going to get this first down, period. Unless Sellers would run and do something special. But watch these guys here. I have not watched this yet. This is the first time I'm watching it. Watch how they rush. How they don't rush, really. They stay in their lanes. Bang, look at that. Do they really look like they're rushing? Nope. Everybody's in coverage. He's probably going to have to throw the ball right here. And that ain't going to win it. There it is. I don't remember the game. I don't remember nothing. It's just so obvious what Illinois was trying to make us do. And we actually had a pretty good drive. Pretty good drive. Pretty good job by Sellers there. That was a bad call on 2nd and 6 to try to throw a pass against a run look. He actually played that pretty good. Threw the ball to the tight end, threw out in the middle of the field. Okay, here we go. All right, so they did walk this linebacker up, but you can see they've only got a 3-man line. We should be able to run the ball right off this edge, right behind Simon here. We've got a little help here, there maybe, and then he can get up into here. And Harbor's a good blocker. He can block number 5 and take him out of the play. Let's see what happens. Pretty good play. Successful play. I have not watched this. I can just tell what they should do. Let's see here. So they're getting more aggressive. They're acting more aggressive, but still playing their technique. You can see here, you've got a look here that makes you want to throw the ball. So you got 3 down. This guy's coming extra. Obviously, they're kind of sniffing out a run here. If we want to, the play is a play action pass to and working this side over here. Maybe he can run a corner and he can run a post, or he can just run a post and we can run a go at the top of the screen. I'm not sure what happens here. Have no idea. It looks like it's going to be an RPO. He's got his eyes really up on this. Maybe he tries to throw this slant, but this guy's they're kind of trying to rob that from him. He just hands it because he didn't like it. Yep. See, that's a play you want to get out of in that. I just want to see this really quick. This is a play you want to get out of. Let's see what Mays runs. They're just running without eyes on them. Yeah, this is just a run. It'd be nice to pull that and maybe throw it to him out of the backfield. But you got to get out of that play. It's not a good play against that look. That's what they're looking for. 3rd and 5. You're getting a look here. They are not giving you a run look. They look very downhill. Everybody's standing up, so I would assume that maybe he seems like he's not coming. I don't know. I've not watched this, but if he is coming, maybe he's just getting his hand on the ground. But gosh, I mean, if Nick can run, we got to be giving him the ball here. This has got to be his play. So some of them do back out. That's just a bad throw. It's not a bad play. It's not a bad play. You get Brown coming across the middle. It's just these are the things, man. These are the things that we have to improve on. We have to get more consistent on. And this is why play before. We got to get better. Sellers has got to get better. He's got to hit this. This is a good play call. Feet aren't there under him. He gets a little skittish. Needs to throw that ball out in front towards the sideline, and we pick up the first down. Well, it's kind of roll out. I like that. Yep, throw the check down. That's what they made us do. Predictable, but that's okay. That's a good positive play on first down. The same look, guys. I mean, they didn't do anything complicated at all. And that's why they were kind of successful. They kept it simple. These guys did not get out of here and get weird. They stayed. They played this little wall. Didn't let him step up in the middle. That was their game plan. Keep these guys off. Make tackles. 1, 2, 3. Throw the check down. Good job. First down. That's what their plan was. They don't care about that. They said you can't do it all game. This was a nice job by Sellers right here. Really nice job. Eyes looking left. They're playing this zone. Throw the ball to the sideline and run it back. You get into a bad play here, though. You get into a bad play, obviously, here. I mean, they hit you on first down. You get into a run look. This is just a piss poor job. It's not a bad call. You still have these guys way back here. It's not a bad call. It's just Simon, for some reason, he got across his face and kind of blew up our play. It was just the tight end's fault there. That's not a bad call. Same look. Nothing much. You know, it looks like they're trying to bring him off the edge, but still, you got 3. He's the 4th guy. These guys are not doing anything. They're just watching the quarterback and making sure that they try to not stop the tight end. But he's probably coming. Let's see how Josiah plays this. It looks like he's got his eyes right on there. Like he was ready for it. So this is a run. Should be a run. Good job by Josiah. It is a screen. That's a good call. We got to get out there, Bell. That was garbage. Garbage from Kamari Bell right there. Slow as shit. Not a terrible play call. Still would rather them just run it. Maybe a quarterback draw or some kind of... But I understand this is a bowl game. This is not the game you want to get Sellers hurt. I totally get that, and I'm fine with that. I just want to make... because it's obvious what they're doing. So a little different look here. And a nice job by Sellers. And a nice job by... This is what I'm talking about. When you get the look, this is the look. You got tight coverage here. It's obvious he's got nothing. He's not responsible for anything but him. You've got this extra pressure here. The first time they try to bring it, he burns them. He's got this inside leverage here. So they're going to get Harbor going over here, is what I'm thinking. and they're going to use his speed so he can get to the other side of the field from this side. It's a hard route to cover, and we got a good look to throw the ball. It's good protection. They're not really trying to rush, and Harbor makes a nice play. This is a good play by Settlers and a good call by the offensive coordinator. They still only rushed 3, but the look was better. They weren't so soft. That's just a good throw and a nice catch. Here we go. They're going to jump back into their game plan, though. Off coverage. Soft. Can we run it? Can we run it? Nope. Good protection. He's going to have all day to throw. Nope. Don't get out of there. They finally let him out. And I don't know what happened there. I have no idea what happened. This looks like a phenomenal look. Good pitch out here on the speed option. You've got Harbor to take up 5. You've got, I don't know who that is. It's Simon to eat up this guy. This is your unblocked defender. We got to make him miss. What happens here? Yeah. Not a great job by Harbor there. I mean, that's got to be his game. He's got to be a good blocker. You know, he's got to be a stud blocker. I don't know what happened there, Delvon. I mean, does he get around him? What happens here? You're in great position. Nope. Yep. Too fast for his own good. You don't need to go past him. Yep. And they're just playing good. That's just good defense. Good technique from Illinois' corner and playing outside in. It's a run look. I don't care if it's 3rd and 6. This is a run look. I would love for them just to run Settlers right here. Right here to this strong side. Make him make a really hard play. Make him make a really hard play. I'm going to drop back and give him some work. I understand that. But he's going to run anyway. And that's what he can do. Good play by Lanorris there. They're not letting him throw it downfield. And they're trying to limit his plays rushing. Like if he's going to get a rushing play. You see how fast that they were up there on that? Look at this. Watch this. Watch how fast that 45 and all of them are reacting to him running. Watch. Watch this guy. Right when he starts running, he runs up. And 16 is tough. But this is what he's going to see. He's going to see a lot of zone with a spy preference. Oh, there's a check down. Bang, bang. Yep. See, that one, I think that maybe he got off it a little early. I would like to see that again. So you've got, it's just a run, dude. We can't throw the ball in this set. I don't care how much time it is. 58 seconds. You got 2 timeouts. It's 1st and 10. Let's run it right here. And I'm telling you, it's going for 8 yards minimum. Instead, they drop back. These guys don't rush. Make you throw the check down. Bang, bang. That's all you get anyway. And you got to call timeout. Now, they didn't call timeout. Clock's running here. They brought that corner there on the short side, which was smart for Settlers to throw that out there. Now you've got a heavy look. This is a decent look here, and we run a draw into that. This is unacceptable. This cannot happen, guys. We cannot call this play. We can't. This is why we lose. Why are we running this play? You got 2 timeouts. It's 3rd and 3. There's 28 seconds left. Look at that look. Do you want to run a draw against that look with no running back? You're throwing him out there too. That's less people. 1, 2, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You think your quarterback's that good? This is unacceptable. It's 3rd and 3. There's 28 seconds left. You're down. It's the end of the half. You're trying to get points. Are you really playing for a field goal here? With 28 seconds left at the 20-yard line with 2 timeouts? No. This is the worst call of the game so far. And we've got to get out of this play. I mean, do you really not trust these guys? You don't trust them and him? You don't think that they can beat these? We can't do it. We're not going to be very good. This is easy pickings for most wide receivers. I mean, they take this guy out. He runs with the running back. But it's cover 0. And we run a draw. And we missed a kick. Yep, we missed a kick. I'm just going to stop it right there because I'm going to end on that note. And these are the things I hope that they're figuring out. I'm hoping that Mike Shula said going into this bowl game against Illinois, I'm definitely not going to get Lanorris hurt. Well, even though he ran quarterback draw on 3rd and 3. 28 seconds left at the 20. I don't know. Never mind. I convinced myself that maybe, and I thought they could run Sellers more against those soft zone looks, and that's what I'm talking about. But that last play is unacceptable. That is, you get this look. Coach Spurrier would have got that look and said, timeout. We ain't running the draw against a 6-man, 7-man front on 3rd and 3. Playing for a field goal. Didn't get the field goal. Got to be better than that, man. Got to be better than that. I'm praying that they will be better than that. And I just wanted to come at you guys and give you some evidence of what I was talking about yesterday. And I'm going to keep putting out these videos. Not trying to hate on anybody on the team. Nothing like that. There's things that this coaching staff has to work on and make sure that they're prepared for the season. Because these looks right here is 7-3. And we were one of the hottest offenses in the country going into that bowl game. So Illinois did something right against us. And I'm trying to show you what it is. It continued. Sellers had trouble with it. And also, Shula didn't have a terrible first half, but that last call was really hindering. You got to get points when you can. It's Blake Kennedy with the Real Carolina Football Show. If you like this content, please like or subscribe and send me a comment and send me some feedback. Thank you guys.